So just a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video about the state of Windows 11 on Microsoft's little dual screen phone Surface Duo. For those that somehow just don't know, there is an ongoing project to bring full Windows 11 to that device. I have many videos on this subject. This video will be in a playlist of those particular videos. And in this most recent one, what I wanted to kind of let you guys know was how close is this to being something that you could potentially begin to daily drive to some degree. And I mentioned in that video that there were several things that needed to come along before I thought that was going to be a viable thing to try to do, right? We talked about the fact that it does still like to crash when the thing is in standby. It also will crash occasionally just sitting there open. In fact, I filmed that video, and if I'm remembering correctly, I had my Duo booted into Windows 11 sitting in a stand like this, ready to take a photo for the thumbnail. And in the midst of the video processing, I look over and it has crashed and shut off. So that kind of stuff is still a problem, right? And that's continuing to be worked on by Gus, the person who is leading the charge on this type of thing. Another problem is that the speakers don't work. Audio coming out of the speakers on it, just not a thing. You're going to have to pair something Bluetooth to it, and that does work. But the other one that I thought was also as big as any of them was the fact that if you plug your charger into your Surface Duo when you're booted into Windows 11, guess what happens? Nothing. You're not going to actually be charging the device. You have to keep in mind, Duo has two separate batteries. It is a very odd device, and charging evidently was not all that simple of a thing to get working. Well, Gus has just tweeted just a little while ago this screenshot here, and it is worth looking at because it is very cool. We can see here, battery 1, 100% and in use, battery 2, 100% and in use, battery 3, 96 and charging. So there's some weird stuff going on there that we'll quickly address. But the biggest thing is, it's charging. The device is charging. Now, why does it say 3 batteries? Well, that's sort of a pre-release thing, I'm told. Gus said this was a pre-release thing, and I don't think it's actually going to be like this when he does actually push this driver update out. He is going to leave it so that you can see both batteries separately. I guess he could have just combined them and you would have just saw one battery and one percentage, but you will be seeing 2 separate batteries, and you'll be able to see the separate charges on them as far as I'm aware. But like I said, the biggest thing is, it's able to be charged now. Some of this stuff, some of the appearance, the percentages clearly are off. How can they both be 100, but then it's 96? These are things that need to be addressed as he gets ready to actually push this driver update out. But again, the big thing here is that it is in fact able to charge itself now. So that is a massive hurdle that has been jumped towards daily driving Windows on your Surface Duo. Now, obviously, Gus has taken some time away from Duo 1 to work on this project on Duo 2, but as far as I'm aware, Duo 1 will be kind of the main focus for this project moving forward for a little while. I think because of how close it already is to being pretty darn solid. Those other issues are still there. We're still going to need to, slowly address those things over time. But a big hurdle, charging, will be apparently taken care of very soon. He's hopeful to be able to push this update out in the next couple of days. And once that happens, you're going to be able to go to this project on GitHub and go down and download these drivers, and off you'll be going. Now, once this does get released, it looks like the last release was back in mid-November, which I believe is actually the one that I've got installed on mine. But once this new one is pushed out and charging is functional, I will, of course, be installing that, and perhaps I'll post a video demonstrating that and any other changes or fixes that were brought in with that update. Guys, that's pretty much all I have for you on this one. Charging is coming. Very cool stuff. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.